What's good, YouTube? We in the bathroom with it right quick. We have got to talk about the ultimatum, South Africa. I'm up to the, I want to say the fifth episode just started, right? So let's get into the cast of the show. I'm using my phone to make sure I have it all right. Okay. So, first couple I'm going to mention Tabby and Genesis. She is the most, to me, she's really pretty. Tabby. She's really pretty. She has the most beautiful smile, bubbly personality. She just gives good vibes all around. She gives sweetheart to me. Her and Genesis been together. I think they said they met in college. She said he approached her, and they've been together ever since. She brought him on the show because she feels like they should be ready to get married. He said he's using the excuse of I want to make sure I have enough money and things like that for why he's not ready for marriage. The next couple is Courtney and Aiden. This is the white couple. Courtney issued the ultimatum to Aiden. Aiden says he's just not ready at the moment or whatever. They both seem to have really decent personalities. He said that Courtney is very introverted and she has like a shell up, but once she get to know you, she'll really give you a chance. Then we got Caesar Gale and Lindele. I think that's how you pronounce their names. They grew up, or I don't know if they grew up next door to each other, but they lived next door to each other and they hung out and they was like really, really good friends. And he wanted to make it more than that. And so they did. But now she is like, it's been going fine. Like, I want to continue like this. And he's like, no, I want to get married. Lindele, he seems to be like a really nice guy or whatever. But Caesar, she just got some things like, I'm just not ready. So I heard her talk to somebody on the cast, and she did open up about not wanting children. And I believe it's some issues that happened in her life, like not personally to her. I believe it's some stuff that she witnessed as a child with her parents never being married to each other that makes her feel like she might not want to be a mom and makes her apprehensive of getting married. So then we get Ruth and Isaac. They've been together for a little while. Ruth issued the ultimatum to Isaac. I believe she said she wanted to be an actress or something like that because they had like an outing. And her and Dele got to talking and they both admitted to wanting to be in the arts and acting and stuff like that. That's what they're trying to do. Um, Isaac seems like a decent guy though, so we'll see. I don't see what all her issues were with him like that. Like that. Then you got Kanya and Kateko. Kateko, I believe he has money, but he feels like no matter what he does, it's never enough to please Kanya. And you know why it's never enough? Because Kanye got it built up in her mind that what I bring the table, but she don't bring nothing. She is pretty and she's petite for the most part, but she don't have nothing to offer. I remember, I want to say it was Aiden who approached her when they first got to mingle with the other couples. Aiden approached her and was just questioning her, like trying to get to know her. She basically was like shutting off. I guess she was looking at him like he beneath her. Because he was like, what do you do? And she was just like an entrepreneur. He was like an entrepreneur of what? Like trying to delve a little deeper. Like, what kind of business do you have? And she couldn't delve deep because she don't have no business. Kanye wants to be taken care of. She want to just be pretty. And you do all the things for her. She issued the ultimatum to Kateko. She said he a big flirt, but he said he just feels like he's never good enough for her. Like she's never satisfied. Then we have Labo and Nola. Labo, when the thing came up and showed their ages, I forgot. Somebody was 23, somebody 23 or 26, and the other one was 34. And I forget what age was with what name, but for 34 or 26, Labo does not look her age. She looks much older. Not to say she isn't a nice looking woman. She decent looking, but she has a lot of insecurities. And Kateko is he's trying to appease her, but she not dealing well with this at all. She issued the ultimatum, but now she's second guessing her decision to bring him on this show. She's super jealous and super insecure. I feel like she don't need to be in a relationship right now. She need to be working on herself. To be honest with you, she don't need to be on this show. So I done gave y'all all the couples. So let's get into who coupled up with who at the end. So it ended up being, first of all, Labo came out and said she wanted to be coupled up with who did she say? Was it Genesis or then it wasn't Dandelion or I mean not Dandelion, Lindley or whatever. Yeah, I think that's his name. The one that wants to be an actor. He's nice built and everything. He's nice looking, to be honest. I can't remember which guy it was. Was it Kateko? I think it might have been Kateko. And he turned her down. He didn't want to be coupled up with her. So she kind of felt the way. So they moved on to ask somebody else what they wanted to be coupled up with. And before that person could answer, the host of the show, which is a couple that's been married for 15 years, they went back to Labo. No, they went to Labo and said, "Who else would you want to be coupled up with?" Since that person decided not to couple up with you, your first choice. And she was just like, Aiden. So then they went to Aiden, and Aiden agreed to be coupled up with her. But I believe Aiden really wanted to be coupled up with uh Tabby. I believe he wanted to be coupled up with, was it Tabby? Or was it because it's three women that's like in American culture we would say they be plus size. So Lebe is plus size, Tabby is plus size, is Caesar is plus size. And it was one of them that Aiden wanted to be coupled up with, but instead of going for who he thought would be the best experience for him, I feel like he went on and was like, all right, I'll couple up with Labo, because he felt bad that she had already been turned down by somebody else. Matter of fact, it was Tabby, because he came to Tabby rescue one time. Tabby's rescue, when they had like a dinner one day and they was all mingling or whatever. It was like basically like a happy hour type of thing. They met up. And the whole time, Tabby's boyfriend, he wasn't over there like talking to her or anything. And she was like, why? Like everybody else's significant other or ex in this situation came up and had a couple words with them, and hers did not. So she left out and she was upset or whatever. And he went out there to comfort her and stuff like that. And then they also had asked at one point, Tabby was sitting next to Kanya. And she, once again, she got, was it Tabby? It was. She got, like, something happened and she started feeling a certain way about something. And she got up and was like, got a little emotional. And they asked Kanye, was she sitting right next to you? Won't you go check on her? She was like, no. I said, she is one uppity, selfish piece of work that Kanye is. So anyway, I want to say Labo and Aiden end up coupling up together. And it's basically a friendship coupling because Labo is so jealous. She is so stuck on Nola. So she ain't focused on trying to see what this trial marriage gonna do. This is just I'm staying with him for 3 weeks in a friendship couple until I can get my man back. That's what it is to me. So we see that so you got Labo and Aiden coupled up together. You got Kanya coupled up with Isaac, who was once with Ruth. Isaac think he got a prize. That's who it was. Labo wanted to be coupled up with Isaac. That's what she wanted to be coupled up with. He turned her down because he wanted to be coupled up with Kanye because he was like, we had good vibes and this and that and so forth. And I said, okay, you think you got it. You think she gonna be something good to couple up with. You go right on ahead. And guess what happened? They was having decent conversations. The places that they got them staying, and you come in the door, the little kitchen area is right there. Then it's like a wall, and you see like a couch, like a living room area sitting back. But it's not like a full wall, and you just see the bed for the bedroom or whatever. It's just like a little, say like this. My hand is coming out from a wall. It stopped like this, and the bed is right here. And you just walk into this space, and you see the bedroom part, right? Well, they get to their place. She already with the bull crap. She ain't sleeping in the bed with him. She don't want to sleep with him. He said, well, I'm not sleeping on the floor. I mean, and I'm not sleeping on that couch, on that pullout. She said, and I'm not either. So whatever happens, happens. They end up getting in the bed or whatever. I said, she on her BS already. He talking about the mood is right. He think he gonna get somewhere with her. I'm like, sir, you don't have, I don't think you probably have the looks, and you definitely don't have the money that she is looking for from somebody to finance her and her life. So them two end up together. Ruth ends up with Nola. And again, Labo and Nola are exes, and Labo is jealous. But he ends up with Ruth, and they seem to be getting along fine. I don't know how many days had passed, but we see them two, the way the editing is done, it's given that them two are having the sex with each other. Nola or Ruth are getting down, they banging. Courtney ends up with Genesis, and they seem to be trying to get along or whatever. It's not real hard, but again, I already told y'all Ruth got boundaries. She got her guard up or whatever. I mean, not Ruth. Courtney got her guard up. So Genesis working at trying to get to know her and all that kind of stuff. Gateko ends up with uh Lindelay's ex, which is Caesar. Gateko and Caesar. Them two end up together. And again, one of the issues his ex had with him was, I believe Gateko is the one who has he got some kind of business and he invests and he make a lot of money, but he just didn't want to invest in getting married to Kanye. And she feel a way about him doing those things, but don't want to put the money into having a wedding and actually, being married to her and all that kind of stuff. She feel like he give the excuse that he need a certain amount of money to get married, but you making money. So anyway, as I said, Kateko ends up with Caesar. They seem to be getting along great. We see him walking with her on his back at one point, and Kanye sees it from the house that she's in or the apartment she's staying in, they outside showing off their affection towards one another. She feels a way about that. She upset. Um, I want to say, what's his name? Lindele and Ty. Is it Lindele? Yeah, because Lindele, he was with Caesar. So Lindele and Tabby, them two are getting along well. They choose to show their affections towards one another inside the house. They don't show it outside. Yeah, and I believe they saw Kateko and um Caesar outside showing it, and uh Lindele, he felt the way about it, but Tabby was like, "We show affection towards each other too. We just choose to show it inside the house and not be outside on Front Street with it or whatever, because we don't want disrespect." So he felt the way. He felt some jealousy there, or whatever, and she tried to. Tabby tried to like ease it and make him feel better about it and all that kind of stuff like that. But one night, Aiden and Labo decide to go for a walk around the area where they are all staying. So she decides that she want to go and walk and stand at people's windows and see what they doing in their apartments. And I said, okay, so you want to do this so you can get a chance to go over there and see what Nola and Ruth are doing. At the moment when they standing outside, they get there and Aiden was like, she just stood there. She standing there for a long time just watching them. And they was like in the bed and they had the phone up and they was like looking at some stuff on the phone or whatever. And she got jealous. And they heard she was talking. I think they heard Aiden saying to her, let's leave or something to that effect. But she does not want to leave. So Nola gets up and go out like, what are you doing? And he goes out there and talks to her, have a conversation. Ruth is still inside. And then after a while, Ruth comes out and saying something to Aiden or whatever. It was like, just give them their space to talk or whatever she says to him. I will say, Labo is so jealous. She was not ready for this experiment. She just wasn't. I don't even know why she offered their relationship up for this because, baby, you are so insecure. You can't handle none of this at all. At all. I will say that I do like the camaraderie and the relationships that the men seem to be building with one another. In particular, Isaac and uh, Lindele. Isaac starts experiencing some issues with Kanya. He go to work and he go to work all day. He come home, the sink is full of dishes that Kanya refused to wash. She don't do no chores. She don't do no cooking. He said he's starving. He hungry because she don't cook. Then we get a conversation that she has with who was that went over there and talked to her? I think it was Tabby. It was. Tabby went over there and talked to her because like Isaac came over to talk to Lindele, so she wanted to give them two their space to have the conversation they wanted to have as men. So she went over there to talk to Kanye, and that's what Kanye was telling her. Like, yeah, the first week we went to the market, and he took me to, and whatever market was, she frowned her nose up at that. Then she said the second week she told him some stuff to buy from the store. He never bought it. Why you want him to go buy certain things from the store and you have no plans on cooking? And then we get back to the conversation that him and Isaac and Lindele are having, and he's basically telling him like she don't want to do nothing. Like I brought it up to her, like I went to work all day, and this has been going on for weeks. That I'm coming home and there's dishes in the sink, and she's like, "Well, I'm not going to act like a wife when I'm not really your wife. I'm not doing all of this. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not doing this and that." And he was like, she said she brings, when you asked what she brings to the relationship, she said she brings the table. She just brings beauty. The table is broken. That's what he said. I was cracking up because he's so right. Tanya just wants a man with money to take care of her. She don't want to do nothing. She just want to be pretty and have the sex with the man when it's necessary. Basically, she she lazy. She don't want to do nothing. Meanwhile, Lindella he cook, he clean, and all that kind of stuff. And Tabby is like really enjoying it. She says she feel like in her relationship she's always the one to make sure he's feeling fine. Ask him is everything okay. You know what I mean? Giving the reassurance and the comforts and things like that. And she don't. She is enjoying being on the receiving end of affection and someone who wants to comfort her while she's with Lindell. Like he's very accommodating, basically. He cooked some meat. Isaac told him he was hungry, so they decided to cook some meat. They got like a little fire pit built into the wall of the patio of this place they stand at. So they put some meat in there. So after the conversation, Kanya and Tabby come back to the place that Tabby is standing at. And um, she comes in, and Lindele asks Kanya, is she hungry? Does she want something? He like, yeah. She like, yeah. She was like, I don't want a plate. I just want something to nibble on. And so he like, cool. She was like, oh, she said, I want some meat. I want meat. So they make some plates. She complaining. Oh, this meat is so tough and dry. But it's okay. I will eat it. Girl, does nothing please you at all? And I'm going to tell you another thing I didn't like about her. Like I said, she did not go out and help Tabby when Tabby was full of emotion and ran out of the room. When she came back, they showed a conversation between Kanya, Courtney, and Caesar. I believe it was. It was Caesar, and they was asking Kanye like, why didn't you go out there? Like, what's your feelings about everybody in the process, basically? And Kanye basically admitted, listen, she said, this girl, she wants this thing to be a competition. She talking about Tabby. Tabby don't want it to be a competition. I really hope I'm not getting Tabby and Caesar mixed up with each other. Because, whichever one it was, them two look alike. Tabby and Caesar favor each other. Like, same build. Both of them got braids in their hair right now on this show, too. Ooh, excuse me. One got one got like the blonde faux locks look, and the other one got what I got right now, which is the cornrows with single plaits in the back, I believe. Is it? Is that what she got? Or she just got big braids? I forget, but yeah, Caesar got braids. I think she got knotless braids or something like that. But anywho, I can't. I've been interchanging them probably, but whichever one it was, these three, Kanye, Courtney, and one of them two ladies, are having a conversation, and Kanye admits to me, she puts it out there as if she feels like the other is making this thing a competition when it's an experience and an experiment. No, you basically letting them ladies know that you didn't go out there and look after that girl because in your eyes you saw her as competition. Because you felt like Isaac would go. I mean, not Isaac. Isaac wasn't your man. Kateko would go for somebody like her. And you was upset and you was jealous about it. That's exactly what it is. You didn't want Kateko to go for her. And you are the one looking at her like she is the competition, basically. That's like I said, that's why you don't want to. That's why you got these walls built up. That's why you're acting the way you're acting towards Isaac. You just in it to let Kateko get this experience. And this experiment, you think you're going to get your man back or whatever after this is all said and done. Again, I'm only on episode 4. But I just finished episode 4. Episode 5 is getting ready to start, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's my thoughts initially about the first 4 episodes. Um, I feel like um Tabby is getting in deep with Lindella, deeper than she expected to. So is Ruth and Nola. They getting in deeper than they expected to. And Tabby even said it. She had a conversation with somebody and she was saying, like, I'm just looking for him to do something to mess up. But he's not messing up. Like, he's doing everything right. So she's like, I feel like I'm gonna get my feelings hurt because I'm gonna be confused at the end of this. Um, Another thing, dang, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, we see um Aiden. Did Aiden meet somebody from Lebe family? Lebo's family? Yeah, Aiden met one of Lebo's friends, close friends. Um, that was just what it was. It wasn't nothing big or anything like that. Um, but we do get Ruth introducing Nola to one of her closest friends that she considers a brother, her sister. This, I think it was the sister's boyfriend or another brother or somebody like that. And as they sitting down to talk, the vibes are good and everything. But Ruth was like, she had already told, I think his name was Penu or Peru, the one that she looks at like a brother. She had already told him what one of her issues with Isaac was. So she whispers in the brother that's closest to her ear about what the issue is with Isaac. And what did she whisper? He says, she tells me that when they are having sex, she cannot feel him. So you putting that manhood business out in the street that he's either not working with a big one, like big one in length or big one in girth. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, she says she don't be feeling it, and so the sex is an issue for her. And I was like, oh wow, 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 wow. When they watch this back, and just like I said in my short when I first addressed the fact that I'm watching this, all around the world, the same song. Remember that from Digital Underground? Wasn't that them? All around the world, the same song. Y'all let me know in the comment section. But anywho, what I mean by that is, it don't matter what country, what continent. Relationships are relationships, and people gonna be having the same issues, no matter what the cultural norms and stuff are. And it's just amazing to see it play out in South Africa right now. I'm just like, wow. I don't know what I had this old antiquated thinking that everybody over there is basically with somebody and like saving themselves for marriage. That's the image I have of Africa. That those women don't be doing anything like this. Like people not unmarried and dating each other and having the sex and things like that. In my mind, they the women stay at home with their parents, like people stay home with their parents until they meet the person they're gonna marry, and whether they choose marry somebody of their own choosing or somebody their parents choose, they save themselves for marriage and they don't be doing things. But no, they over there, they doing the things. And yes, that's my ignorance because I'm looking at them like on this high pedestal, like that this is how their lives are over there, but again, all around the world, the same song. They doing the same stuff they doing over here. Meanwhile, I can't think of who it was. It was either, I forgot. It was either Labo, Tabby, or Caesar's. One of them three. Their fingernails. They had these bomb nails. I was like, wow, they look so pretty. Mm. And that right there really hit me about like culturally, like the same stuff we doing over here, they over there doing. They just in another continent. You know what I mean? Another part of the world, you know? But yeah, them my thoughts about the first 4 episodes. I see y'all later. Once I watch maybe the next 4 episodes, I'll come back and talk to y'all again. If y'all watching it, put in the comments what y'all think about it. Who do y'all think gonna end up going back with their person and making it work with their person? And who do you think is gonna end up breaking up? Who do you feel like needs to break up and work on themselves? I know one person that need to break up is that damn Kanye. Kanye need to be by herself. Because she just a gold digger, basically. That's all she is. She a gold digger. And Labo need to be by herself because Labo is very insecure and she just got to work on herself and build her own confidence up. That's what I feel like. But I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and to others. Make this world a better place than it was a moment ago. Always smile because you never know what another person is going through. And you don't know how your smile can really turn their day around. Bye, y'all. Peace.